What's up, weirdo? Shade Tree Surgeon here at the one and only, the Burt's Black Widow. I guess it's not the one and only, it's the one of two. There's Burt's Black Widow in Port Charlotte and Burt's Barracuda that we usually go to back in our hometown of Tampa. I'm here with Shay Lisi, of course, and a lot of construction happening right now. It's dusty. They're cutting up concrete over there, but let me tell you, Burt never does things half-assed, so I gotta imagine when this place is done, it's gonna be something else. And they got all the bikes out here underneath the pavilion right now because it's so dusty inside. We are up here for a very specific reason, though. We took the giveaway Ranger, the Ranger that we got from Port Richey at Ford, that 100% of those proceeds are going to Forgotten Angels. But let me tell you, like I said, the coolest truck in the world doesn't hold a candle to the least cool motorcycle in the world, in my opinion anyway, even though I know a lot of people do want the truck. But I'd rather ride around a moped than drive a car if I got the choice. Luckily,
dumb.
Yeah, that's why I'm stupid. Nobody ever accused me of being smart. Luckily, once again, Burt King, my man Burt King, has stepped up to the plate. He never wasn't going to. We just had to pick out the right bike. And once we picked out that Ford Ranger with that gray, he had the best idea for a bike that almost matches it. You know, speaking of, baby, come on. Like I said, once we picked up that truck, Burt said, this is going to be the bike. This bike right here. He saw the color of that truck and he goes, I got just the bike to sit right next to that truck to also be a part, which I'm very excited about, okay? Having a truck is great. It's going to make someone a great vehicle, but a Lowrider S114 for us to raffle off for Forgotten Angels and do a build on, that's a lot more exciting, in my book anyway. All right, hanging up here with the whole crew, we got my man Shaggy's the only one I remember. People's names run in and out of my head, man, but when you say your name is Shaggy, that usually sticks out. And Abe, Jake, everyone got Instagrams? Yeah. Oh, okay. Another cool guy with no Instagram over here. These guys got the motorcycle ready for us. It is a demo. It was a 2020, but all the boys here who are working on bikes tell me the 2020s are a little easier to make real fast, so that's a good thing. We got my man.
Just your average security.
Just your average security?
David_Wilbur in 2003.
How the hell your name gonna be Shaggy and your Instagram name is David Wilbur?
David Wilbur.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta change it to like Shaggy something, man. Leave a comment down below on what Shaggy should change his Instagram name to, because that ain't gonna cut it, dude.
I'll watch the next video.
Yeah. No Instagram? How you gonna sit over here with pink hair and have no Instagram, dude? Start one, man. All right, my man Shaggy over here with the real name Instagram. We're gonna have to change to Shaggy Wide Glide or something, man. Got this Wide Glide over here. Dudes who run a Thunderheader always mean business, all right?
Yeah, it's got a 1550 kit on it.
Ow, baby. I like the way that sounds good. Dude, I'll tell you, I love a Milwaukee 8, I love an Evo, but as far as exhaust sound with a 2-into-1, I don't think there's a better sound than a built twin cam, man. That's just the best V-twin sound in the world, man. We're gonna do this, man. You be here when we build the 131,
Alright.
and we absolutely, you know what, why am I saying that? I was just about to make some excuse like, oh, we're coming back, you wanna ride, like what, a built twin cam with a 1550 kit on it, and I see a Makuni up there, hell yeah, I wanna ride it. Here's a tip for everybody. Whenever everybody wants to turn down riding somebody else's bike, they're like, no, I don't want to. Let me tell you something I do. I never turn down riding a cool bike. Okay, like I said, somebody offers you to ride their fast bike, don't say no, say yes. Let's make bikes with ape hangers fast again. I love it, man. What's the tricks on this thing? Do I know it's gotta have some? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, I love this, dude. Wide glides forever, baby.
Hey, it does have a tendency to line up the back tire, but just let it roll.
Does it have a tendency to do that? That sounds great. That sounds like exactly the kind of tendencies I like. I love this, man. This is so just like 90s tough guy, right? This is 90s tough guy, ape hangers, forward controls on this dyna, and a big old engine. Oh, I can already tell I'm gonna like this motorcycle a lot. Shaggy, you're all right, man. Oh my God, lighten it up in second gear, baby. I love it. This thing is a ripper, Shaggy. It's a ripper. I love it. There's
this a really awesome feeling about having a bike that's fast with ape hangers on it like this. It's so 90s, dude. This is such a 90s tough guy bike. You know, I didn't look at the wheels on it, but what this thing really needs is like some 3-spoke billet wheels to complete the look, baby. Make ape hangers fast again. Ape hangers and chrome on a wide glide with a built twin cam. Baby, this is all right. I saw it had a Mikuni flat slide on it too, which I've never ridden with. Feels like it's got some pretty decent throttle response to me, baby. Oh yeah, you know what, Shaggy? I like this bike. I like this bike a lot. I can't believe I was just literally about to be like, nah, I'm good, I'll ride it next time. Woo! Baby! Oh my God, I like bike a lot, buddy. Ape hangers, big ol' engine, and not enough brakes. You're speaking my language. They were just saying that a stock 114 can't keep up with this bike. I dig it, baby. I'm about to jump on that lowrider S and be like, man, this thing is slow. Well, not slow for long, but more on that later. Shaggy's changing to the Shaggy wide glide. Hopefully, I'm gonna tell him he's got to change it, dude. You can't be having your real name, dude. You got to have something cool on Instagram, especially when you got a ripper of a bike like this, dude. Thank you, man. This is one of the reasons that I not only love Burt's, but I love all the people who work there, because when you come to Burt's Black Widow and Burt's Barracuda, baby, it's freaks on parade, man. They got all sorts working there. They got weirdos, ne'er-do-wells, and villains packing the floor, and I love it, baby. That's the way a Harley-Davidson dealership should be. Oh, I want to go back out and rip this thing again, dude. I'm loving it, man. With these apes, I really, really like this motorcycle. Shaggy, it's a ripper, baby. I love it, man. This bike is fast, dude. That's what it needs on it. You know what this bike needs? Those wheels.
And I have the seat on order for it, but it's got a soft tail seat on it right now, so you can take a handle. So if you do this,
Well, my ass was definitely doing that, man. You might have a few inches on me, but I got a few pounds on you, bud. I'm like, re-riding that bike around was like y'all two riding that bike around after a heavy meal. I love it. Hey, thank you, man. That was awesome.
Okay, we're back at Burt's under heavy construction, and I heard voices I recognize back here under these Dexter's freaking kill room curtains over here, and all of a sudden it's Beth with her pile of babies back there. Come back here, and Beth is just like lording over her brood over here. So you would like see all these curtains and be like, oh, you know what? You know, it looks creepy, but there's nothing creepy back here. There is, but we like weird.
Homeboy here pulled up on this green road glide with a 131, and yo, even the pipes are green.
I have never seen that before, but I was just walking over here. This is one of the staff members' bikes. That's freaking cool. One of the cool things about hanging out at a Harley-Davidson dealership, especially, Burt's Black Widow, is you never know what ne'er-do-wells you're gonna run into in the parking lot. But of course, ran into the Badgers here, and we're saying what's up to them. I think we're trading spots. We're about to roll out, but always good seeing these guys. We got a party again soon. There you go. These guys are always. The Badgers are always supporting us. They come to all our events, and we come to none of theirs. I'm so sorry we haven't been to one yet. We got to have a little trade-off there, man, because we appreciate y'all. Just talking to the Badgers over here is like, oh, wait till you do your post. Dude, if you wait on me, you're going to be waiting for a minute, man. You just go ahead and post whatever, my brother. Besides, when it comes to announcing something like a raffle bike, the fact that Burt decided that the next raffle bike is going to be this almost color matching, it's so close. Maybe we can do something about that. That Burt decided that this Lowrider S was going to be the next raffle bike to benefit Forgotten Angel. Why keep it a secret? There's no worries, no secrets. Here it is, baby. Put it out there. It's not like I'm keeping it. Someone's going to win it for 25 bucks. This is not my bike. I'm just riding it home.
Bunch of stuff planned. I'm going to go over that stuff a little bit later, but that's what we've been here doing. And let me tell you,
it's really fun when you get to build a bike on paper and Burt's paying for it. writing the check. Bert said, you know, go ahead and make it cool, and we were just back there talking about all the stuff we're going to do, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's going to be a seriously badass bike, and again, not for me to keep, but it's going to be a seriously badass bike to benefit Forgotten Angels and for one of y'all to take home.
And if you don't like it, I don't know, how can you not like motorcycles, baby? Come on, dude. It's got 2 wheels, a big old motor. It goes fast. It makes a cool sound. What's not to love?
All right, baby. Oh, getting to ride home a brand new bike. Even though I don't get to keep it, it's not mine. This belongs to somebody watching this video right now. But getting to ride at home, man, it feels pretty good. And the fact that it's broken in and none of y'all can yell at me about wringing its neck because it's a demo bike, so it's already got a break in. Not that it matters anyway, because I can wring its neck because, again, we'll go over the build sheet later of what we're thinking, but that engine ain't staying in there, okay? This engine is living a very temporary life inside this motorcycle. And, believe me or don't, I've never ridden a Lowrider S before. This will be my first time on one.
Keep an eye out for that, but that's not today's video. Today's video is all about the Lowrider S.
Lowrider S with the 114. Let's see what this thing is all about. Remember, Josh, fake gas cap, fake gas cap. Don't twist that off. Like I said, it's a demo bike, so it's already got a pipe on it and a sissy bar, but that's it. Later, guys. The Danger Ranger and the Lowrider S, baby. What's funny is that's got a 2.3 liter EcoBoost, and you guys can probably already guess that something a little bigger than a 114. Ooh, I like the way that feels. Something a little bigger than a 114 eventually is going to live inside this Lowrider S. So eventually, the Lowrider S is going to have the same size engine as the Ford Ranger almost. Yeah, but this is the first time I've been on one of these inverted front ends. I rode a Fat Bob around for a little bit, and I think the Fat Bob's got the same front end. Maybe it's got the wider tire up front, of course, but I don't know, man. It feels pretty good. I'll tell you my first impressions about the Lowrider S. The first thing I think sitting on it is clean bars. You guys know I love that about the Road King. I absolutely love it about the Lowrider S. I like that the tachometer and the speedometer are on the tank, and you got those clean bars, which is one of my favorite things about a motorcycle, if it has an uncluttered cockpit. And nobody really does it better than Harley, in my opinion. There's just the switches here, everything's internally wired, all the gauges are on the tank, and it's nice and clean up here. I absolutely love that. The Danger Ranger and the Lowrider S, man. This is Cheech and Chong over here, okay? So I know that the Tremor has those graphics on it, like that kind of faux carbon fiber sticker in the red. I'm honestly not that crazy about it. The colors are fine. I just really don't like the way the graphics are designed on the truck. So I think we're actually going to change that. And once we change that and we repaint this, I've already been talking to my good buddy Mo Colors about the paint we have in mind for this thing. So I'm pretty sure we're going to make these things match, but slightly different than they look now. But in my opinion, better. And of course, somebody's going to hate it because it's my idea cool. And my idea cool is usually directly not in the everybody likes it all right. It's usually firmly in the love it or hate it category. We like to split them right down the middle, if you know what I mean. Man, the pipe sounds freaking cool on this thing too. On my, it's louder than the 131. It's louder than Road King Kong, that's for sure. I didn't even look and see what kind of pipe it's got on it. Like I said, it's just got this Saddleman seat and a pipe on the thing. Those are the only mods done to the bike. All right, Shay Lisi's got to stop and get the old Danger Ranger Cheech over there a little bit of go juice, but I'm heading on back to Tampa. I'll tell you, this feels quite a bit faster than the Road King Special did with the 114. I don't know if maybe the Lowrider S has a different cam in it or something. I have no idea. I know just putting an exhaust, it doesn't have a stage one, it just has an exhaust. I don't know if putting an exhaust on it makes much of a difference, but or maybe it's just the fact that the bike feels sportier than the Road King did. I mean, it's not nowhere near as fast as the Road King was with the 131, but it does feel faster than it did stock. I don't know, maybe they make these 114s in the Lowrider S's a little hotter than they do in the Road King Special. Someone down below probably knows better than me. I'm over here telling Shay, like, oh yeah, Shay's got to stop for gas on the way back home. I just like jumped on the highway and didn't even look at how much gas was in this thing. That's just a great example to hold up to pretty much how I do business on the channel is jump on the highway, didn't even look at how much gas is in the tank, so let's pull over real quick. That'd be a hell of a first video on the next raffle bike, wouldn't it? Running out of gas on the bike I just picked up. Wonder how many people that happens to. Probably a few. How many people have bought a new bike and ran out of gas on the way home? Even without a 131 in it, I've never ridden Blockhead's bike. I love Blockhead, he's a good friend of mine. I've never ridden his bike, so I don't even... Dude, this thing's so fast with a 114. I'm not scared, but I am very, very, very excited to see what this thing does with a 131 in it. I don't even want to ride Blockheads first. I want it to come as a total surprise because, like I said, it doesn't feel as fast as the 131 does in the Road King Kong, of course, but it already feels pretty damn quick, that's for sure. It might just be in my head because it's got an exhaust and because it's physically smaller than the Road King, but I don't know, man. Okay, all right. Make sure, pull off the right cap, not the left gas cap, Josh. You can do it, buddy. All right, let's get my ass back to Tampa because even though I'm out here picking up new bikes, riding home this awesome bike, going over this awesome, super nice build and ordering all these parts. I ain't no rock star, baby. I still got to get back to the dirty shame and mop up the piss off the men's room floor. Listen, I still work for a living. I just get to hang out with some people who are shakers and movers, all right? Miss old Burt King, he's the guy that's making all this stuff happen. Him and Bert's Barracuda and Bert's Black Widow. They're the people who are footing the bill for my idea. Their ideas too. Like this bike was his idea. We got like a bunch of cool stuff going back and forth, but they're definitely the ones writing the check, not me.
Okay, up here behind the shame, just finishing up, cleaning up the bar and getting it ready for another Friday and Saturday night in Ybor City. The bathrooms become clean. The bathrooms get dirty again. It's a never-ending cycle. But one thing that is super clean, at least for right now, is this 2020 Lowrider S. I still can't believe it. Like, I just can't believe that I'm in a position, that I've been put in a position by you guys watching the videos and by Bert and by everyone else to be able to help Forgotten Angels with something like this. And I'm not gonna lie to you, getting to ride it around for a few months, that ain't a bad deal either. And I'm you know, maybe some people always get mad at it. They're just like, oh, you're riding it around, you're ruining it. I'm like, man, I'm gonna take something, okay? I'm gonna take maybe just a little bit, and my little bit that I'm gonna take for me is that I get to ride that bike around for a little bit. So here's the deal. I just got off the phone with David, and this is exactly how it's gonna work. That bike right there is getting given away. It's getting raffled off along with the 2021 Ford Tremor. So it's gonna be the Ford Ranger pulling a trailer with that Harley Lowrider S on the trailer. It's gonna all be one gigantic grand prize, dude. And I don't know what all that all together after all the modifications is gonna be worth, but that's like literally like a 6-figure prize. And of course, you know, Bert generously donated this this bike that he picked out, and we got the Ford Ranger from Port Richey Ford. But like, if you were to buy all this stuff, especially after the mods we got planned for that thing, you're talking about over $100,000 with that truck pulling that on a trailer. Stoked is not the right word. Ecstatic, jubilant. There's an adjective that'll work there somewhere. Give me a second to think of it. Not sure exactly which mods are going to be done on the Lowrider S. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Like, what do you guys, if you guys had somebody else's budget like we do, if you guys had Bert saying you could do whatever you wanted to that bike, what would you do? What bike would you build? I got a few ideas myself, mainly involving really awesome suspension and a really big motor, along with a couple other things. But I want to hear what you guys would do. Leave it down in the comments down below, because you know, one of the things that's so fortunate for me and so cool just for Josh is the fact that we get to have like these dream builds, like with the sky's the limit. We get to do whatever we want, and no, I don't get to keep the bike, but hopefully whoever wins it has an Instagram. The guy who run Road King Kong, Mike, he doesn't have an Instagram. I'm like, dude, can you please start an Instagram so I can keep up with this bike, because this thing is going to be hell on wheels, and I definitely want to keep up with it. The chickens are getting restless, and I've got 3 videos to edit tonight, so it's time to, I still can't believe I get to ride this thing around. Dude, this thing rips. Like I said, I've never ridden Blockhead's 131, but the fact that how much this thing rips with just the 114 in it, I can only imagine what an absolute monster, what an absolute death trap this motorcycle is going to be with a 131 or a 128 S&S, whatever ends up going in it. We're still not completely sure yet. A lot of things are up in the air. That's why I want to know what y'all think.
Oh my God, this is a freaking righteous bike, man. Like I said, even without any upgrades, even with just as it sits, man. All you guys with lowrider S's, I see why so many people get this bike, man. This is really a righteous machine. I'll say too, I think the most surprising thing to me about this bike is how much faster it feels than a bagger with a 114. It really feels substantially quicker. Maybe it's all in my head just because it's a physically smaller motorcycle. I don't know, man. I'm just going by the seat of my pants here, okay? Maybe it's just that it has an exhaust on it. Maybe that's just what's making it feel faster than a stock 114 in a bagger. That it makes a cool sound, man. And when it comes to motorcycles, when you want to feel fast, making a cool sound is half the battle. Regardless, as whiz-bang cool, awesome as this bike is, I don't want to lose sight as for the reasons that we're doing this, the reason that we're raffling this bike off. You know, the reason we're raffling this bike off isn't to generate income for me or for Bert or for Ford or for anybody else or for Harley or for anybody. We're raffling it off and we're not raffling it off so somebody gets an awesome prize. These are all just things that are also happening. These things are all happening because we're here to help Forgotten Angels. We're here to help all these kids who've aged out of the foster care system, kids who've been left behind by society, kids who've experienced abuse, neglect, who've been just shit on by the system and by their parents, by the people who are supposed to protect them their entire freaking lives. That's why we're here giving this bike away. And when you buy a raffle ticket, that's what you're supporting. You know, you're getting a chance to win a pretty amazing prize. You're getting a chance to win a six-figure, 100,000 plus in prizes between this bike and the truck and all the upgrades that they're going to be receiving. You're getting all of that, but that's not why you're entering. You're entering and you're donating $25 to Forgotten Angels because those people are out there making a difference in a lot of young men's lives. And if you're at the camp, a lot of people say, why just young men? Well, you know, the situation that a lot of these kids come out of, a co-ed situation is not exactly ideal, but yes, Dave and Cindy have plans to open up a home for girls as well. That's if you were at the camp out, you would have heard them talk about that. And so that's what you're doing. That's what you're buying. You're buying a raffle ticket to invest in young people's future. You're investing in the people who have gotten it the worst, people who are at risk for drug abuse, people who are at risk of going to jail, people who are at risk of being homeless. At risk of being homeless. Most of them come with jail records. They are homeless, and a lot of them already have drug addictions. They're teenagers. They're 18 years old. Their life is just absolutely almost ruined before it ever starts. And that's what Dave and Cindy aim to change. And that's what you're helping change when you buy a raffle ticket to win this stuff. Motorcycles are parking garages. I know nobody likes it except for the person on the motorcycle, but god damn it, it's fun. A guilty pleasure to be sure. We're gonna have to do a little bit better than my Publix bag tied to the sissy bar here pretty soon. Doing YouTube videos, you got stuff with you, okay? I love the stripped down look, but sometimes you just got a bunch of crap you gotta bring with you through the parking garage. One more time, baby. To the annoyance of everybody who isn't me. What's up, babes on scooters? Come on, baby. Yes, remember, for the kids, for the children. We're doing it for charity. That doesn't mean I don't get to enjoy the hell out of this super cool sound this bike makes, all right? It's still bad people doing good things, all right? And I'm gonna be a bad person until it's time to do the good thing. Like I always tell David, you know what, baby? I ain't trying to mend my ways. I'm not trying to be a better person. I'm just trying to do a little bit of extra credit and get the passing grade in the end, if you know what I mean. David told me he's not sure it works out that way, but he still accepts me for exactly who I am. And that's why I love Dave and Cindy. They're good folks. I could only hope to be as good, selfless, and amazing and accepting of a person as Dave and Cindy are. As I said, I could only hope, because all I'm going to be able to do is hope. I ain't never getting there. Oh, would you look at that? A cyclist who waited for the light and obeyed the traffic laws. See, they ain't all bad. Okay, as much fun as it is riding around this 114, and baby, it's a lot of fun. You can't have more fun with anything else unless it's attached to your body when it comes to playing with something. But for right now, it's time to super glue my fat ass in the computer chair and edit some videos. It's the next day, and I got almost all my editing done that I needed to get done in order to be able to go to California and have videos for literally 4 videos. 4 videos ahead is farther ahead than I've ever been in my life on YouTube. And it's been close to 10 years now. I've been doing this for a decade. I've never been 4 videos ahead. 3 videos, maybe once or twice. This is reaching new levels for me. It does feel pretty good to be that far ahead, but God, that was a ton of freaking work, man. That's what it takes, though, and I'll be honest, let's rock and roll, all right? Damn, this thing goes 0 to ramming speed pretty damn quick. I'm just not willing to miss a day. I don't know. I don't know why it's so important to me. It just kind of is. It probably comes from being in the bar for so long and being in the lifestyle of running a pub is, you know, you don't just miss a day because you don't feel like doing it. You only get 52 Friday nights a year, and you don't just take one off because a couple things didn't work out or you had to work a little bit extra hard to make it happen. You don't do that. And if you do that, then you don't stay in business for very long. Regardless, maybe one day I'll figure out how to edit videos on the road, but as of right now, I don't even own a laptop, so it's not even possible. So we are going to California, and since I am going to California, me and Shaylise are headed out there here in a few days now. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this bike off with David, because what the hell, man? What am I gonna do? Just let this brand new lowrider S with a 114, this rip snorting bike? Am I just gonna let all this potential for mayhem sit in my garage while I'm gone? Hell no, man. David should be ripping around on this thing. Not know what's going on with homeboy up here in the black Dodge, but I turned my camera off because I was just like riding down the interstate here, not thinking anything was going to happen. I was going to turn it back on when I got to Forgotten Angels, and this dude just almost ran someone off the road. At the point now where I think I'm going to stay back here where it's safe. I don't even want to pass this guy. Just when somebody's just riding or driving that erratically, look, there he goes again over the lane. It's not a person that you want behind you. Not unless I'm going to pass him going 100 miles an hour and really, really put him in my rear view. Which, now that I think about it, this Lowrider S is perfectly capable of doing. Stay safe out there, y'all. People are wildin'. I always feel so good riding down this road, like coming home. The new Lowrider S Raffle bike's very first time on the Forgotten Angels property. I just love it, and it just feels good because this motorcycle right here, as much fun as we're going to have with it, as many cool videos as we're going to make about it, as much modifications as we do to it, it has a purpose. And this motorcycle's purpose is to change lives, and this is the place it's going to do it at. Oh, I can't have all the fun, man. Not bad, man. Well, I'm riding home a much less cool bike than I rode up here. Well, depending on who you ask, I guess. Some people will always take a Honda over a Harley. Yeah, the Shelby, the Harley tech included. It depends on what you're trying to do. Are you trying to get there, or are you trying to get laid, baby? Devil's in the details, as they say. All right, David, we'll see you, man. Definitely not as cool, and even though it's no slouch, definitely not as fast. The old ST1100, the STD, baby, the bright red boil. It was up at the property because when Biker Bay Beth, old Triple B's, Bikes, Boobs, and Bush, was down here riding with us. She rode the ST1100 because, believe it or not, it's actually not a bad bike for a short person. Even Shaylise can ride it at 4'11", and Beth is only 5 foot tall, about an inch taller than her, so she was just fine on the thing. But she ended up getting so drunk, and she was so hungover the next day when it came time to leave. She goes, "Josh, Shade Tree, can I please leave the ST1100 here, just ride back in the car?" I said, "Yeah, what's the difference?" Anyway, that's the kind kind of party we had, and I'm looking forward to having that kind of party again, baby. All right, y'all, it's gonna about do it for this video. Got to get this ST1100 home. I have to go buy a pair of ADV boots. I have to go work an entire 10-hour shift at the bar, and I have to pack my bags, which I haven't done yet, and I have to finish editing 2 videos, which I haven't done yet. I gotta put the ends on them, edit them, upload it. I have to do 3 thumbnails, work that 10-hour shift. Did I already say that? And then I have to be on an airplane to California, and I gotta get all that done in the next 12 hours. Let's burn it at both ends, baby. That's the only way we know how to do it. Till next time, y'all, keep it weird.